Here's more of what's hot on screen.
After young Riley is uprooted and moved to a new city, her emotions, fear, sadness, anger, disgust, and joy conflict on how best to navigate a new city, house, and school.
Hi, I'm Bill Hader.
Hi, I'm Mindy Kaling.
You're watching Made in Hollywood.
And here is a scene from the movie.
School was great, all right?
What was that? I thought you said we were gonna act casual.
Riley, is everything okay?
Sir, she just rolled her eyes at us.
All right, make a show of force. I don't want to have to put the foot down.
No, not the foot.
I like the fact that your characters, although they're only one emotion, they still are their own complete entity. They are an actual person almost. How would you describe fear and disgust?
Well, fear is like a middle management type of person, just kind of, he kind of embodies fear.
Congratulations, San Francisco. You've ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians, and now you.
I think anger is the barometer of fairness. How's that?
Very good.
He wants everything to be right in Riley's world and to be fair for her, and he's there sticking to her, he's by her side.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's very good.
Okay, thank you.
And sadness is a completely misunderstood emotion. It takes a long time to begin to understand sadness, and in part, what the film describes is getting to that point where we understand where sadness belongs.
The most fun parts to me is when they're kind of playing against their type. Like when I see Fear excited about something, like, ooh, I like this dream. There's part of things like that's very fun when they get interested in things, and that was a very smart thing that Pete did at the beginning.
Yeah, he didn't make them just always afraid. It's like they're well-rounded people.
Riley, I do not like this new attitude.
Oh, I'll show you attitude, old man.
No, breathe.
What is your problem? Just leave me alone.
Sir, reporting high levels of sass.
I find the story to be so innovative, imaginative, brilliant. It's very smart. So I have to ask you where you found the inspiration.
It really came from watching my daughter. So she was 11, and she was a very active, spirited little goofy kid, and then when she got older she was a little more quiet. We'd talk to her teachers, like, Ellie's a quiet child. And we're like, who? That's not the kid that I know. But she's going through changes, and it made me kind of sad as a parent, because I love playing with kids on the floor and asking them questions and drawing and things, and now we're entering into a different phase. And that's kind of what started the whole film, was that sort of wanting to hold on to childhood. Film is kind of told from a parent's point of view.
So that first breath, maybe pull the A further back so that she just has a bit more movement on that.
Take it to DEFCON 2.
DEFCON 2!
I don't know where this disrespectful attitude came from.
You want a piece of this, Pops?
Yeah, well, what?
Prepare the foot.
Keys to safety position. Ready to launch on your command, sir.
I know you have described this as your career-defining role, or a career-defining role.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it's, I basically have been wandering around touring the country as a comic, yelling and screaming, and then they finally kind of focused in on the main tool that's in my tool chest, and really allowed it to be, allowed it a life. Gave it a life.
Oh, I'll show you attitude, old man.
So what does that make you think when they think of you as the character of Anger?
It made me think that somebody was paying attention.
Just shut up!
Fire! That's it. Go to your room.
The foot is down. The foot is down.
Usually when you do these things, you are by yourself in a studio, but the way that Pete and these guys do is they sit across from you in the room, and you're kind of working with them.
Can you adjust it to be slightly more scared yourself?
Okay. There are at least 37 things for Riley to be scared of right now.
You're going back and forth with them, and it's kind of great. It doesn't feel like work.
Good job, gentlemen. That could have been a disaster.
Well, that was a disaster.
A lot of the emotions people perceive as negative, anger and sadness, those are negative emotions. Not true, they're fairly neutral. They can provide very positive things as well. And sadness is one of those where I think she's very misunderstood, especially in America. We feel like, I don't want to feel sad, I try to avoid that as much as possible. But when you do, and that's life, right? It's inevitably going to be some disappointments and loss in life. That's when you need these guys.
Come, fly with me, Cachinha.